is a danger. And if they are creating new rights and obligations that have not been negotiated, well, that's a dangerous thing to do. And that's the view now. They created jurisprudence, which they were not supposed to do, and on and on. The other thing that has made this more problematic is that the United States and others, but particularly the United States, has invoked national security as a reason for implementing trade restrictions. Donald Trump did this with respect to the steel and aluminum tariffs that he applied back in 2018, I think. And when you do that, it's kind of, there had been a unwritten rule that you were not going to invoke this. Because if you did, you created this terrible catch-22. Because if you read Article 21, which is the national security exemption, to say that countries have the absolute right to declare what is in their national security interest, then that means that anyone who wants can invoke this, and you can basically steer an aircraft carrier through that legal loophole. On the other hand, if you believe that it's left to a panel to determine what is in the national security interests of Russia or China or the United States, I mean, 3 trade geeks sitting on the shores of Lake Geneva are going to tell a hugely powerful country what's in their national security? That doesn't look very good either.
And particularly when Russia invoked national security.
They did. They did. And they, on that particular case, because they were at war with Ukraine, their case held up. But they said, I think the word is unjudiciable, which means you can't bring it here. And the US and Russia argued this, and the panel said, no.
Right.
You can bring the case here. And so until they can figure out what to do with this, and the United States, this is not new. The United States has said from the very beginning, no one else can say what the US can declare in terms of national security. And I can see their point. But on the other hand, there is this legal loophole. And that's why for so many years, no one ever messed around with this. And all of a sudden, we've got Saudi Arabia and Qatar and UAE and Ukraine and Russia. You've got the US and Hong Kong.
Yeah.